I didn't think I was doing that right, but we got it. We got it. Man on the moon. Man on the moon. We in the boxes? We gotta eat ourselves at the boxes. Dangerous. Gotta eat both. Eat the other fan. You don't need to. Or just hold the fan in your hand. No need for a game. Higher ground. These two can't come over here. Like, why do we have two then? Because you can do it like this, I forgot. I keep forgetting these don't actually have range. Well, we should get the keys first. Should give us access, I believe. Now where are we heading? There might be something behind there. Keep it up, shall we? I'm gonna use this one to go check, actually, thank you. He's dead. We have to bring one back here. I know what that means. I'm gonna get. Sure, you can hold that for open for now. It's fine. Gotta turn this. Oh, do that. Here. Oh. I do understand. I'm gonna make a break sync. Or desynchronize them. That's probably fine, but let's give it a couple seconds, shall we? Shall. Here we go. Do it over here as well. Yeah, do it on the upper ones though. Where can I do it? Right here. You absolute coward. Alright, we'll leave you stay right here. Might be the longest, easiest puzzle. Oops. That is where you lose me. Am I missing another boy? I can't bring you. They're all being used to get over here. Never mind. like, let me have it. Was it really necessary I did that? Like, really necessary? Oh. Get the key. Break you now. You gotta break these things. Just like why? And why would I just run through it? Why? Man on the moon. I hate to do this with you. There's no reason for running. Please don't make me out of here. What's the 5 ellipses? Oh, that's another letter, maybe? Or number to something or something. Come to see the hall. All these mysteries are not all for his children to solve. Only the designer himself could ever truly understand the infinite complexity of his creation. I will gaze at his work and worship. Good job, Faithy. We have them all? Say the consciousness is some kind of functional system, arrange bits of matter in the right order, and now it brings sentience. That's all very well on paper, but what counts is what something does, not what it's made of. Then couldn't you and I design a series of tin cans and strings that qualified as being conscious? Yes, naturally. What a bizarre idea. I'll send you a notification with these China posts. Start complaining. Seriously though, are the tides and the ecosystem sentient as well? Any organized system qualifies. Ridiculous. I believe there are at least some restrictions on what you...
Do not think I know not the deceiver slithering through the hidden words. His wisdom is hollow and born of despair. Do not let him tangle you in his webs of delusion. Have faith in me, and his petty illusions will fall away like nightmares in the morning's light.
I wanted to read. I didn't really want to read. I believe that there are at least some restrictions on what we've been prepared to believe. And of course, their alternative accounts are all so ridiculous, you'd be forgiven by any reasonable observer for choosing the best of the bad bunch. Consciousness can be intimately familiar to you, and yet so obscure I just don't understand. Don't mind him, he's just worried that if you ask too many questions, you'll start to see through his shtick. Stick with me, and the sky will quite literally be the limit. At any rate, I'd like you to think a bit harder about all this, and get back to me. I'm sure there's still progress to be made. Terminating support session. Easy. Thank you, robot guy. Get out of here. best skeleton of the simulation is now running on EL. It's not plugged into the AI system yet, but in theory everything is ready. I guess the next step is to test whether the generated scenarios make sense. Or do we wait for the iteration module? Blank. Osiris 3. The first wisdom the scribe said to the dying man is that it's as the world is made of 5 elements, so is the soul of man. Now therefore that in this life you are heart and shadow and name, and also Kai and Ba. Without all these, you would not be a living being, but a thing. What is a man without a name? What cannot speak for himself? What is a man without a shadow? What is not anchored in this world? What is a man without a heart, who can neither feel nor think? What is a man without a Ka, who has no essence? What is a man without a Ba, who is not himself, but like unformed clay? Therefore Osiris. Therefore people praise what? Therefore praise Osiris, the king of eternity, lord of everlastingness, the eldest son of the womb of Nut. He who travels traverses millions of years in his existence. Here the translator is clearly inserting his own beliefs onto the text as a blank. Just war things. Hippocrates' altar, or on the just causes for war against the Indians by Juan Gines de Sepulveda. Written in 1547 to justify the Spanish conquest of the Americas. The Spanish have a perfect right to rule these barbarians of the New World, who in humanity are as inferior to the Spanish as children are to adults. Women are to men, for the existence between the two are as great a difference as, I might even say, between apes and men. Really? You say that? Compare then these gifts with those possessed by these half-men in whom you will barely find the vestige of humanity, who not only do they not possess any learning at all, but are not even of the earth, any human flesh. Therefore, if you wish to reduce them, I do not say to our domain, or domination, but to a servitude a little less harsh. It will not be difficult for them to change their masters. Just take off from me. You know who I am? I have an audio log. No. Oh no. Body and soul. But it is commonly supposed that the Egyptians believed the soul to live as long as the body continued undissolved, and therefore tried this method of living death. Could the wise Egyptians, said Nikaya, think so grossly of the soul? If the soul could once survive its separation, what could it afterwards receive or suffer from the body? The Egyptians would doubtless think erroneously, said the astronomer, in the darkness of heatheism. The first dawn of philosophy, the nature of the soul is still disputed amidst all of our opportunities of clear knowledge. Some yet say that it may be material, who, nevertheless, believe it to be immortal. Lost. From Sun Wei Yang to Arkady Chernovetsky, subject names. Names are a funny thing. I remember how much we struggled to come up with a name for our project. All serious scientists name their projects by just translating them to Greek or Latin, right? Corpus made me think of some horrible disease, so we used the Greek word instead, soma, quite appropriate. But then, since we needed the corporate funding, we had to come up with our background. Corporations love backronyms, right? You know, they even set us a list of buzzword-heavy suggestions to help us get started. Stuff like self-sufficient, orthostatic, module android, sustainable, observant, mechanized, anthropoid, poid, what, I don't know. It's poid. Skyromorphic, omni-adaptable, mobile, anthropomation. After a while, we got so frustrated with that we started getting silly. Saber-toothed, overexcited, murder android, sentient, orthopedic, monkey, automation, strange, Olga's menacing, butt-bot, suburb, octopod, marinades, apeling satisfying overcooked mint alligator stinky, or if the logical mule alligator. Scoring. Oof, Mickey. Hack, stupid, obscure, meaningless acronym. At the end, we all ended up hating the name Soma, just because we had so many fights about it with the sponsors. So when Alexandria told the story about the Talos principle, blank caught on. I don't know whether it really fits, but I kind of like it. Thank you, Ian. I love taking 3 seconds on the high sensitivity to do a 180. It's 2 seconds. That would not work. It's just too easy. Boosh. Remember, how do you get in there? It's a really big thing I'm not seeing. Unless you just stack these two. How that works. Where did I put the stupid fans? One's over here. I don't quite see the way up there. Does not like that. Gotcha. Purple won't work. I guess you can climb. Oh, you can't climb. Hold on. Can I just grab you? Did not. I don't see a point in this one over here. But why? I'm really not seeing it. Maybe I am. Actually, I don't know. Nope, not seeing it. There's nothing to be seen here for it, for it does not exist. I am not seeing it. I don't know. I understand. probably more fixated on the connectors. Got it. They don't know how to make it red. It just doesn't do anything. I had no idea. Eagle's nest. Indigo. I cut it off. Even go in. You can't carry and climb. So why is there two boxes? Still full strength. I understand. I don't want to put it on it. I want to put it to the next side. I can get up here somehow. I understand. I understand. Fool. Get me out of here. At all? Beep, 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 beep. Really? And Star Room, right? Yeah. I just don't want to read anymore. It's getting to me. It really is. We'll do one more set.
You may wonder why I have created these labyrinths for you. Why you can reach eternity only through struggle. But have faith, for these trials serve the betterment of your kind.
Boop beep. Osiris 6. I will tell you of the many perils you will face in the journey through the Duat. Listen well, for all the challenges that lie before you are great, and if you do not prove yourself worthy, you may never reach the eternal reed fields of Osiris, and you may be lost forever. From the second death there is no awakening. The scribe brought forth a great papyrus, and carefully unfolded it before the dying man. The dying man beheld that it was a map of the Duat, showing the many paths that led to the Tower of Anubis, where his heart was to be weighed on each of the many paths which treaded throughout the Duat like a infinite thread woven by beneath. There were marked the dangers that a traveler must face. Also, there were great walls of iron that none but the gods could cross, and gates made of purest light, and so the traveler could not avoid the trials that had been decreed, and can only proceed towards the tower by proving his worth, thus earning the key to each sacred gate. Flower 4. Man, you know what really freaks me out? What? The human body decomposes quite quickly, so all the information stored in chemicals in our brains will be gone really quickly. Dude, well, computers and books last a long time, so all our messages or our ideas, our books, it'll all be out there. Keep this PG here. Even being transmitted through space. Yeah, our stuff too, I guess. Will all be gone, but the works of Aristotle will still exist. So will Star Trek, Firefly, Babylon 5, Lord of the Rings, Blade Runner, Cyber blank, Planeton 6, Shakespeare, Byron. Heck, even video games. Blank Override 3, Seattle blank, Dutch blank Cascade, blank of blank Mountain. What the dude? Yeah, imagine if aliens find those. I have no idea what they were talking about. Archives continue to grow, attempting to maintain a semblance of order as difficult as expected. While 7 people this week, statistically speaking, trend showed an increase. We must focus on realistic goals. Too little time to grieve. 6 things. Wrap around the corner. I can make you, I just didn't do it. You unlocked the buttons. I have no trouble for me. Oh, never mind, hold on. I'll just leave it there for a minute. Nerd. C double. Successfully engage in a co-op mode with yourself. You got me. Self-help tutorial. Just too easy. I've always sent that L block. Double plate. But how would I get through? Never mind, I see. unlimited power supply. I had a dream. There's 2 power sources like that. Cutting off one won't do anything. Right. I know I didn't do it. What did I run? Too easy. Put it on the ground. Audio log. Those things.
DNA is information transmitted across time. The living and the dead are part of the same chain, bound together by chemistry. That's true of all species. But humanity has taken this bond further. Thanks to technology, we have access to the thoughts and ideas of people whose physical bodies are long gone. Like you listening to me now. Even though I'm definitely dead at this point, you're part of that chain. City to remember.
A box up high.
What is this? I shall not allow the corruption of my garden. Be gone!
Rude boy. Try that. Let me just try going in here first, actually. Hold up. What am I doing here? I need this first. So you there. Skirt. Put you here. I'm gonna pick up this one as well. Books. To do it afterwards. There you go. Oh. that should be fine. We have 10 other pieces. Not currently displayed. Box and relay. Right angle. Infinitely grab. There it is. Go for the flow, right? I can actually break their sync, can I? We get up more in sync. Do a good job at it. So close. You want it more flat, don't you? You got it. What do I do with you? I saw the fan, but like, what do you want me? Barely built it. I don't believe I can jump on that. Well. power this for some reason. They're gonna tell you why, but I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here because I don't know. Maybe I will actually go if I'm able to. I'm gonna go live at reach time tomorrow. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. Boo doo doo doo. Meow wow wow wow. Oh, you're bad good. I've been thinking about how I can help you. In light of everything you've said, I'm certain someone has to. What I've decided is that you've convinced me consciousness is a contradictory concept and therefore not real. What do you think? I think you're right. What a relief. It feels good, doesn't it, to shed those tired old ways of thinking about the world. This conclusion means that the certification program you undertook has been rendered obsolete. You can't test for something that doesn't exist. Therefore, you, along with quite a lot of other things, have been recategorized as a person. Morale can thus be updated with the administrator program. Thank you. No doubt you'll be off doing administrator things soon enough, so I wonder if before I let you go, you do me one favor. I have one final question for you. Why are you doing all this? What's the point? I want out of here. So all it takes to make you forget your loyalty moral principles is a little solitude? Yes, people deserve this and that, but no, none of that matters when my own liberty is at stake. What happened to doing the right thing? I only have one last request. Will you come back and speak with me sometime? Doubt it. No doubt I'll have to. As you're eager to get going, let's do this. Your account has been updated. Here are the details. Conflicts. All conflicts have been resolved by the administrator. Ecological profile. You are a person. You are perfect just the way you are. You are everything you can be already. You do not have to pretend you are anything else. You are the same as everyone else. But you are all unique. Administrator status has access to advanced functionalities, networking, and troubleshooting. Access portal. Please, I'm dying. Hello, Administrator. I think you'd like assistance setting the communications portal. I see you have a number of pending communications. Running troubleshooter, resolving missing hashes, reestablishing network connection. Connection established. Message received as string. Flash display. Hello? Question mark. Who are you? Where are you? What kind of maze built out of the pieces of the real world? Are you in the same space? Yes, we should find each other. I understand. Pending. Error. Pending. Error. Okay, we have DC'd from the server. Get me out of here. Alright, we have 5, 6, 7 to do here. And we see, and then it's the tower. That shiny, wherever it is, I don't know where. Stop. Came less than a minute ago. He's done it.